Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. You know the leaders in below the waistline grooming, right? You know them. You know that crew.
Yeah.
Well, Deke, I was thinking to myself, we are in the heart of the summer. We know that football season is here, and ball security, more importantly, is at a premium right now. All right. During this time of year, man, you got to protect your balls. And the best way to do that is with Manscaped. More importantly, the Lawnmower 4.0, the waterproof one with that little light that turns on and off. You know the one we talk about, Deke. I mean, it's things like that, baby. When you talk about going low and slow to make that tree trunk show a little bit more, baby, this is what you need, all right? So don't waste time. You want to check them out. They're here for you. But more importantly, Deke, as we always say, we don't talk about anybody unless we got a promo code.
Yeah.
And that promo code, ladies and gentlemen, is MOATS. You use that, you will get 20% off of your purchase along with free shipping worldwide at manscaped.com. So stop wasting time, man. Make sure you take care of your delicate twins. And I can assure you that anybody that is, privileged enough to interact with them, they'll appreciate you as well. That Kareem Hunt, former Pro Bowl running back, Kansas City Chiefs, and has been an awesome compliment, a 1B to Nick Chubb in that Browns rushing attack. And then on the flip side, obviously, we know here in Pittsburgh, we've talked about the running back too, and who we think is in the market or who we think could win that. We obviously have seen the Steelers working out players as well. Jordan Howard, they signed Master Teague. They've been clearly looking into the various running backs that are available to them and the different levels of them as well. So here we are, and they actually already signed another guy in terms of Jeremy McNichols. I forgot all about him. So we've seen the different levels this offseason, and not even this offseason, just in training camp, of the different caliber running backs. A Master Teague who, undrafted.
They said the next boss.
Hasn't really, the next Jerome Bettis. Y'all got to stop this, bro. Y'all got to chill. Y'all got to chill.
Some have compared.
Y'all got to chill, bro.
Some have compared his running styles to Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
Ben Morris, Barry Foster.
No, I'm.
What's so funny?
Bus, though, bro.
I didn't say that one.
I'm just like,
I couldn't.
bro.
I can't disrespect the bus.
I'm like
that.
You ain't go Dwyer. You ain't go go with a big body dude. This boy say next bus.
It's with CBS too.
Yeah,
it's with CBS writer.
Holy cow! But we've seen how they went with a Master Teague. We've seen a Jeremy McNichols who was kind of like that mid-tier guy who's coming off of a good season, but still wasn't a proven prospect. And then you had Jordan Howard, a guy that they had brought in for a workout. 2,000-yard seasons, Pro Bowler, a proven starter in this league. So we're seeing the different variations of guys they're interested in. So obviously, when the Kareem Hunt news came up, it was like, yo, let's have a conversation about it, man. From my perspective, I look at it two ways. I think that if the team were to have interest, I could understand why. Kareem Hunt's a proven commodity. Kareem Hunt, number one, has proven that he could play this league, man. Pro Bowl, like I talked about. But more importantly, he's also proven that he doesn't mind being in a role where he has to split the backfield, where he's not even the quote unquote 1A of that backfield. Him having to share the offense with Nick Chubb, and we know what Nick Chubb is and who he is in this league, to still see Kareem Hunt be able to carve out a role that he's had, while at the same time, up until this recently in terms of the contract, he really hasn't had a lot of negative things coming out from, his time in Cleveland. So you definitely like that part. You know that he would be open to it. You know that he would understand how it operates. So you wouldn't have to worry about him being a cancer to Najee Harris, or him coming over here and we have the Melvin Ingram situation happen again, right? So I definitely like those parts of it. And then you also add to the fact that you're helping your team while hurting a division opponent. The Cleveland Browns with Nick Chubb solely, still dope, but it's not Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. So yeah, you're weakening them in a sense, man. So that part, it makes sense. In terms of why you wouldn't, or if the team didn't have interest, I can understand that as well. Maybe you just flat out want to roll with the guys you have. Maybe you're excited about Benny Snell, Anthony McFarland, Jalen Warren, a Master Teague, and you think that, hey, these guys are going to surprise you. All right. Well, if that's the case, you wouldn't worry about it. If you don't want to, number one, give up an asset to trade for him, and then still have to sign him to the contract.
Probably a premium asset too, because if you're trading Cleveland, they're going to have to bump you up. Yep. Probably an extra draft pick or two.
Absolutely. They would definitely try to play a little hardball because of that division and things like that. But then you would also have to pay him a little bit more, probably around that $4 million range. I feel like it's going to be in that area. So you would have to ask yourself, is he worth that? If you don't feel he's worth that, or you don't want to have the as high end of a number 2 running back, well, then, hey, you don't go that route. So for Pittsburgh, I can see if it does come out down the line, because right now there hasn't been any reports. We're just simply talking about it.
Stefanski said he wasn't talking about it, and then there was another report that came out that the Browns denied his request. Now, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, unless something changed, they're going to have somebody that's pissed off and organizations don't want to pay money. So it's got to come to a head somehow, some way. And we all have seen how organizations and players could say something, but at the end of the time, time comes down, something behind the scenes. Absolutely. So we'll see, how this thing plays out. But like I said, I can understand both parts of it with Kareem Hunt, because Kareem definitely helps this team out. He would definitely make us better. He would definitely take a lot of the workload off of Najee and make him a better player on top of that. And you think about having a Najee Harris being able to work with a Kareem Hunt who's been doing this for a while now. I just think that as a whole, it's a lot of positives there. But when you're talking about a $4 million plus draft pick backup, because that's what it would cost in theory, right in that $4 million range, maybe even more depending on what he wants. I don't know the exact numbers. I'm just based off of what he's been making and him saying he wants more money and just slightly increasing it. If you don't want to, pay him that plus give up a draft pick, then it's like, why would you worry about it,
Yeah.
But if you did go that route, I wouldn't fault you, because I can understand why, because he would put to rest a lot of concerns in that backfield as well.
My main question is, why does he want traded?
Well, because he said that he wanted a new contract in Cleveland, and they didn't want to give it to him initially. I think he was getting like 2.5 or something like that.
No, it's even worse than that. It's 2 for $12 he got, so $6 million a year.
Yeah. Oh, pull it up. Let me see.
Yeah.
Was he getting this final year right here? That's what I'm talking about.
So right now he's getting his base salary is 1.3.
Yeah, so that's what it was. Yeah.
Roster bonus
he wants
4.9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was saying that he wants more in terms of like the new contract, the base salary part of it. So yeah.
So we have $9 million in cap space. I don't know if we have to allot for anything coming up here before the season starts.
Yeah, I'd have to look back into that. Yeah,
that was the rough Google search that I did. It was around $9 million. He wants a bigger contract, which I would assume also means he wants to be a running back 1 again.
See, I'm still trying to think in the league though, who outside of Derrick Henry is just clear cut RB1, no 1A with the 1B. Because when I thought about...
You got Aaron Jones and Dylan.
Right. And then when I thought about in Tampa, when it was Ronald Jones and
Jonathan Taylor.
Leonard Fournette. But even before... who was with Jonathan before... somebody got hurt with Jonathan. It wasn't Marlon Mack. What?
I honestly don't remember.
I'm trying to blink because it was... Definitely when Jonathan Taylor first got there, it was like 3 or 4 of the running backs. I mean, we even talked about Marlon Mack. It was like, we should get one of their dudes because they got a stable of these guys over here. Cincinnati probably, because they've gotten rid of
probably 5 or 6 teams then, right?
But even though with Cincinnati for a while they had Giovanni Bernard and Rex Burkhead working with Mixon for a little while. So
I'm gonna go through Dalvin Cook with the Vikings for sure.
Yeah,
even Zeke and Pollard's a little combo backfield now.
Yeah,
Antonio Gibson with Washington. He's kind of their number 1. I don't think they really got anyone behind him.
It was Nyheim Hines. That's who it was. Good call in that chat. Right, Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all in the chat.
Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams. They're now with the Broncos.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of just...
Eckler, I mean, who's their second? I mean, he is kind of their bell cow, but they got a couple guys behind him.
But it's just different to me, like in the sense of like, we're kind of an outlier in how we are running our offense right now with it just being Najee. Like we're doing it like how the Titans are with Derrick Henry. Like that's where we're at with this thing. And that's the part where when I think of even if Kareem wants to be RB1, it's like, you technically were RB1 in Cleveland. I think wherever he goes, he's going to still be in that same role where he was just at. It might flip depending on if he goes to a team where they might have had an injury at their running back spot, or they don't have a clear cut RB1, it might shift, but he's still going to have to split in some capacity. It might not be a 50-50, but he's still going to have to share it. And that's the part where, to me, I say, yeah, if that's something that you're looking for, you can go with that. But like I say, he's going to be a little bit more high end. The part for me that makes me say no is just the trade element of it. Because we're in the division, we know they're going to tax us. They're not going to get, like, if a normal team could get them for a third round or a fourth rounder, they're not going to give it to us for that. They're going to
I just don't think it's possible.
Right. They're going to play hardball. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think to your point, too, is what does he exactly want? Maybe he just wants more money. He doesn't care if he's running back 1, running back 2, because actually if he's running back 2, that could prolong his career a little bit, and he could stay healthier. He won't get as banged up. So maybe he just simply wants more money. Now, if that involves, man, if it's 6 right now, he wants like 7 or 8. I don't even think we can afford that long term with having Najee Harris. We're going to eventually have to pay him. Like, we can't be paying 2 running backs. Running back
also,
1 money.
But also you have to remember too with how his contract is structured. The 1 4 whatever is the base. That's what's going to hit for real this year. The 4 is the roster bonus. It's like a workout bonus or something like that. So you do that so you can offset when it hits. But we talked about just like kind of like using a credit card for the players. Like that's kind of what we could do if we wanted to do something like that, where it's like, yeah, we're still paying you X, but this is technically as a bonus. This is as this. This is as that. So it doesn't kill you cap wise this year. So we would have some flexibility with that. But
like what I'm saying, if we trade, we'd have to probably give him like a 2 or 3 year deal, right?
Yeah, absolutely, you would.
Which,
and that's the only way
we could probably make it work because Najee's on a rookie deal, but
and because we don't have a quarterback on a big deal either.
It'd kind of be weird though if you're paying Kareem Hunt like 7 or 8, and Najee's your guy getting 60%
that's what they did,
of snaps.
But no, that's what they did with Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake. Think about that, man. They brought in Kenyon Drake. Josh was still on his rookie deal.
Okay. I
Absolutely,
guess it's been
man.
done before then. Obviously, he would cure.
Melvin Ingram was making more money than Alex Highsmith last year.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, it would cure our running back 2 issues right there. Obviously, it would.
Yeah.
That's the thing. What's exactly he's looking for? If he's looking for more money, I don't know if we could do that though.
Yeah.
On paper, yeah.
Because I'm just thinking
we add Kareem Hunt to our team as a backup with Najee Harris. Wow, that'd be great.
Yeah, because but that's how we looked at Cleveland when they got Kareem Hunt to go with Nick Chubb. Was like, bro,
I think at that time though, he was just looking for a drop. Like that was probably his best opportunity. Yeah. Whereas, like, I don't know.
They took a chance on him because we knew the situation, and everything like that.
He's so much more removed right now. Where I think someone would give him a way better chance to be like an RB1 for their team.
But the beauty is the running back market, they're not paying guys more than 4 a year. So that's why I was like, I'm leaving that number at 4 because I don't see them paying dudes more than that right now on a per year basis for a Kareem Hunt right now.
Oh, true. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm definitely with you on that because, I mean, what did Melvin Gordon just get
Exactly, bro. And I'm like, Melvin's been not a bell cow, but he's been a lot more featured, you know what I mean, in terms of what he's been doing.
Actually, he would be a good example because I think things are shifting in Denver now. Javonte Williams will be the guy. Yeah. Melvin Gordon would be like that. They started shifting last year.
Absolutely.
So I want to say it was $5 million. So I'm with you. Maybe Kareem Hunt's a little bit off, but that's what I'm saying.
I put him at 4.
If he's looking for more money, then that's why I'm wondering: is he looking to be RB1? Because RB1 would equate to getting more money.
Yeah.
Let me see what Gordon got though.
And while you checking that out, everybody do what Calculated Snipe just said. He said, "Smash the like button." Shout out to you, Calculated Snipe, and everybody else has been saying that as well, man. Salute us.
It's even less than 1 year, $2.5 million.
Yeah. Like I said, 4 is the number that
4 or
I'm
5
not
would
going
make
over,
sense,
bro.
I guess, right?
I'm not going over 4, but I'm gonna sell it to him nice. You get a chance to go against your team, your old squad. Show them what's up, man. $4 million in your pocket, straight cash money, the way you like it too, man. I'll even sign a bonus to you. How you want it?
Yeah, I think all these elements go to show that this wouldn't be a deal that's happening.
Yeah,
Browns.
Yeah, it's the Browns
once more
part,
money.
though,
where we're saying, it would make sense if it was less money.
Yeah.
Does he want to be a starter? Where's he at with his amount of carry? Like, is he disgruntled in Cleveland also because he's RB2 and not getting as many carries as Nick Chubb?
Or
I don't know.
maybe he's upset with everything else that's going on in Cleveland. It's a lot going on there. He's lost a quarterback. He has a new quarterback. Maybe he doesn't like how that's been playing out.
He's a Baker guy.
Yeah. Never know, man.
You don't.